There are so many good games versus vinme or versus wallyy. Vinme is something sometimes training wallyy a little bit, and they speech together, and like every good players, they share experience, and I will show you some games in a short replay with maybe here with this one first and then another one, and with a high speed replay and doing and drink a little bit coffee. Some errors I can ignore that, and that is, by the way, you need to have felt map, and most strong players using felt map mod, and because it's then balanced, it's also called balanced mod a little bit. If your IE says balanced mod is missing, then you need a felt map. This is here wallyy on the left side with the blue. Very strong player, maybe a little bit underrated. Not quite sure. And vinme on the here on the other side. Maybe change this a little bit so we have. Oh, maybe here that's good. This should be then goals if I write goals and goals. Both players using goals, and the booming in the nearly same speed. Very high player, strong player, played often versus Berg, I saw. And I think young players with a great future. All players will develop next weeks much. What is different here? I don't see much difference now. That's maybe go there on the side. Tree both has a farmstead. Both are ordering women's, and there's a house going up. Well, it's a little in front and a little bit faster, but now we get out of stay. So that's very, very same speed. So it's doing a little bit faster. Maybe double time, that should be nice. And yes, that looks like a booming situation at the moment. Go to 5. Some speed, yeah, exactly the same speed now. But now there's some attack. Some attacks going up here. Oh, no, not really attacks. That's most looking, checking the area. If you look here, yeah, they're meeting and cheesing each other. That's the first meeting in the middle of the map. It's a single horse. Oh, that seems no horse rush now. Those only going for development, and no one horse on the left side. This is vinme and stay here, and wallyy is here. Has attacked, shoot a little bit onto this spearman, and is a little bit ill. Oh yes, nearly dead, but is able to leave. And if he will meet this, then will be difficult to get to home. Get at home. That will be maybe a little bit difficult, but wallyy is not trying to get home. And here in the minimap, you see where these horses are running. Here between, you could see that also. And wallyy is checking the area around, and vinme is on the bottom. And yeah, that spearman's coming up on both sides. I think I could speed up the game a little bit more now. To 5, while I'm drinking a little bit of my coffee. They're in the same speed, exactly in the same speed. That's really impressive. exactly at the same speed. And here we see the mix. Both have spearmans, same mix of units. What's that? Spearman Cartool. And that's Javeliers. Javeliers and Spearmans. And the same mix. Oh, was there somewhere? Is there somewhere attack? I don't see it. No. No, there's not really. Not really. That's what it's totally booming. Both player together. Maybe here vinme is a little bit more in front with this barracks, and now is wallyy doing a first attack here, yes? And now go to normal speed and switch to vinme. Now wallyy could see that, and how he react? That's correct. That's good to move together and go in the barracks so they could not capture the barrack. That's a very good thing to do. Oh, that seems to be still. They tried to capture, but they was not able to capture. And wallyy. Yeah, what else he could do? That's. Oh, this barrack is empty. And this barrack is also empty. Okay, they are fighting. Okay, their shadow goes a little bit down. Or really down, and now he could capture that. Yes, he do it and do it. They do it because they are empty, and maybe then it's the moment to resign. Is that a boring game? If and civil center. You could build a civil center if you are in phase 2. Let's go for observe a few. Population 65. That's over. Then the game is over. So what was the thing? That was probably go with all infantry on this place all together, and yeah, okay, well I didn't saw that the CC was created destroyed. Maybe it destroyed it by itself. So and resigned. Okay, little look at the summary. Very close. Maybe we see something, some different, maybe somewhere else. Maybe units and maybe infantry. That's also very the same. So I don't know what happens there. If you will tell me that, I don't know. I don't understand it. There's not much difference. I don't know. Okay, but this was one game. Now jump to the another one. Let's jump to the next one. And then also do the speed a little bit faster, maybe 2. And we see on the right and the red color, the same colors like before. Also do that on the top right. So yeah, know that already. Both players playing goals. And maybe speed up more to 5. I'm not quite sure what the difference was. Maybe there was a military upgrade. Maybe one military upgrade and then the total attack. So every one in. It was maybe a difference. Now we see here wallyy is booming. Yeah, that's totally in the same speed. And some horses checking around. And now they found each other and they're fighting. Okay, wallyy's horse was a little bit, maybe one hit more. And the barracks going up. in production we see some spearmen. Let's see the mix. In the mix we see both the same amount of spearmen. Or Javanese, that's Javanese, 10 Javanese and some spearmen. It looks really very identical. Totally identical. Here vinme is attacking a little bit here, disturbing the other people here, but yeah, that was not a long time. No, nobody has a cavalry. Totally the same. And now vinme is going to phase 2. So if you go in phase 2, then your speed of development is maybe a little bit slower, a short moment. And what's that? An outpost. Wallyy creates outpost, and now we see 6 cavalries for attacking. Do that a little bit slower. Go to 1, and then what they doing? Standing around? Okay, they're only standing around, but I think that could not be a solution. They will probably. Okay, they're waiting for more.
Yeah, see?
Waiting for more support. That are swordsman cavalry. That's interesting. To have swordsman cavalry. Okay, and what's that? Understood the spearmen. Spearmen, they seem very strong. Little bit resistant versus this attack. There was not much damage. Gold spearman seems resistant. And now, what is swordsman cavalry is doing? Attacking here. These farmers. Okay. But now the swordsman cavalry is not there anymore. And wallyy is in 1.6 before. That was. It looks like a big mistakes by vinme, I think. Bit mistake, not moving away with this cavalry. It feels for me that was a big mistake. And vinme has still some more cavalry, but wallyy is now going forward. And they meet here in the middle. Some Javanese also intrude there. And this outpost gives wallyy a little bit information what's going on there. Maybe no more. You see 15 cavalry of vinme, 15, that's really much, and another outpost, so that wallyy could see what's going up, that there's some horses around and some Javanese shooting at them. They're running around. And this probably sports cavalries. Oh no, this is a mix of cavalries. Let's see that. Let's check that. That's ranged and swords cavalry. 20 swords and some ranged. And now they want to capture this house. Is that so difficult? I'm wondering really much that it takes so long. Because 2 are in this house. And it seems so difficult for this swords cavalry to capture such a house. That's really, I wonder so much. And this is a barrack that will be, that seems to be easier. But it stopped because they are under attack. Wallyy's killed roses is a little bit low, but and more cavalry is going around. Ooh, wallyy is going into the area where vinme CC is. And let's compare infantry. Wallyy has more infantry. It's about 30 more infantry. Let's example, Wally's view. And Wally has captured this temple and put some into temple so that it could not captured from vinme. And that looks really not good for. And the QDH is also going up. It's now 1.9. 9.4. Fighting in the middle of this temple. That's the best place to fight, a good fight place. Maybe it's good you also have a support of. That's really that's a very seldom thing that Wally win versus vinme. That's I not often see. So that's our two these matches. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit, and yeah, maybe see you later. Bye bye.